Michelle here with the Traveling Epicurean. It's almost 2016. New Year's Eve is right upon us. There's nothing like going to a party and having really yummy hors d'oeuvres being passed around. I love that. I could just have hors d'oeuvres instead of a dinner because you get these perfect little bites of all these different flavors. So today I'm going to show you how to make 3 different appetizers for your New Year's Eve party. You can make them last minute. They're so simple yet really delicious. Get on over here, I'll show you what we're gonna need. This is what we're gonna need to make our really delicious hors d'oeuvres. The first one's gonna be a baked asparagus wrapped in prosciutto, and we're gonna smear this prosciutto with some room temperature cream cheese, a little bit of grated sweet onion, and some Parmesan. The second one's gonna be Crostini's that we are going to top with this really great combination of cherry or grape tomatoes, basil, garlic, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and then we sprinkle a little Gorganzola on top, and that only gets baked for about 5 minutes. And this one doesn't even bake. Look at this, it's so easy. They're mini phyllo shells that are pre-baked. You just fill them and serve them. We're gonna fill them with goat cheese, some fig jam, and some diced fresh pear. I can't wait to show you how beautiful these are. Let's get going on our asparagus. I have our prosciutto already cut. Now, each piece of prosciutto we're gonna slice in half. We're not gonna use the whole thing. I have about 20 asparagus here, and I'm going to mix our cream cheese and our grated cheese, and then we're going to put a little smear on each piece of prosciutto, and we're going to roll up the asparagus. The asparagus I parboiled already. I cut off the ends. I just blanched them in water for like about 2 minutes, and then I put them into a shocking ice bath that really retains the green, and it helps to stop the cooking because you don't want them mushy. You want them a little bit firm. This is one of my favorite appetizers. I actually got this appetizer from my sister-in-law many years ago, about 20 years ago, and I've been making them ever since. It's a total make-ahead appetizer. You can have them on the cooking tray in your refrigerator and then pop them in the oven when your guests get here. It only takes about 8 minutes. You're not cooking it, you're just heating it, so you get the cream cheese, it puffs a little bit when cream cheese bakes, and it makes for a really nice creaminess. So we're going with a creamy appetizer first, then we're going to go to the crunchy with the crostini, and then we're going to end with the goat cheese and the fig jam for a little bit of the sweet. So there's kind of a method behind my madness, okay? And also I've chosen 3 so simple appetizers to make because you may have left that for the last minute detail and you want to put together something quick and easy. Well, this is it. Trust me, you'll be so happy you did this. All right, so look, I'm gonna take our first piece of prosciutto here, and actually this piece was just like that. I'm gonna slice it so we have a piece that looks like this. You know, it rolls up, so it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the smear of the cream cheese. I have an offset spatula. You can really use anything. You can use a butter knife, whatever works. And then I take the asparagus. I'm going to put, the front of it will be pointing out like that, all right? So we're going to start at the bottom, and then we're just going to roll up. Beautiful, right? Take my next piece. I'm going to cut this on an angle. So then I get 2 pieces out of it, just like that. Really delicious. Okay. And then I'm going to roll it up. Beautiful. Put it on the end. Give a little roll. Cannot wait to have some of these. These are so good. All right, so look at this. Isn't this pretty? And now I'm not doing a full order just because I want to show you how to make these. So here we're going to put all of our crostinis with the tomato gorgonzola basil mixture. And I'm going to start working on that right now. But aren't these really pretty? I love these. They're so flavorful. All right, so I have my lovely mixture. I've diced up grape tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes if it's summer. If not, the grape tomatoes are really sweet and delicious too. I julienne some fresh basil. That's 1 clove of garlic I put through the garlic press. I don't like to dice it because who wants a chunk of garlic when you go to take a bite of an hors d'oeuvre? So this way it's mashed and it really distributes nicely. Salt and pepper and about a teaspoon, or actually this was about half a teaspoon of olive oil. I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. Really flavorful. You want to taste this though. You want to make sure that you have enough salt. It's important to season things as you go along. So I'm going to give a little bit of a taste here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. So I'm going to start taking these tomatoes. I'm going to spoon them onto our crostinis here. And then we'll put them onto our baking tray. And we're going to pop them in the oven. You know, you could also do diced up mozzarella, but I happen to like the zing of the gorgonzola. I just find it gives a little extra pizzazz. So I'm going to put a little bit of even a little bit of the juice, because these are crostinis, so they've been toasted and dried out. You can go to my crostini recipe on my website. So simple to make. 400-degree oven on a dry cookie tray, and you just pop them in the oven for about 12 minutes. You got to keep an eye on them. Everybody's oven is different, but very simple. Slice, cookie tray, oven for 12 minutes on 400, and let them cool. I take them off, I let them cool. They stay for, goodness, probably for a week. I have a friend of mine who likes to put them in a paper bag. I don't even do that. I put them in a Ziploc and they stay great. All right. Okay, now I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of the gorgonzola right on top. Remember, gorgonzola is strong, so a little goes a long way. And then I'm going to put these on the cookie tray, and they're going to go in the oven with the prosciutto wrapped asparagus. Now people, make sure you get the prosciutto di Parma, the real authentic prosciutto. The others, you know, they're tasty and all, but I tell you, the delicacy of that di Parma is heavenly. It just melts in your mouth. And some of the other ones are a little bit too salty, especially if you're going to heat it up. Those salt concentrations really exemplify when they get a little bit dried out. So prosciutto di Parma is important when you're making this appetizer. That looks beautiful. All right, I'm going to get these on the cookie tray. What we got going on here? Refreshing little tomato bites with a zing of gorgonzola. Oven preheating to 400. I'm going to get this in the oven right now, and we're going to start working on our phyllo cups. So guys, look at this. Fully baked. Just fill and serve. You can't get any easier than this. I really love this kind of thing. It's a great way to step up your hors d'oeuvres without too much effort, and it looks like you put a lot of effort into it. That is, if you can get them out of the box. Come on, little hors d'oeuvres. Alright, here we go. Oh, aren't these cute? Alright, so we're just gonna slice through here and put a few of these on the plate. Look how cute is that? So they come frozen. You get them in your frozen section of the market. You take them home, and if you're going to use them right away, just leave them on the counter. And I'm just going to set these up on the plate here. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love them. I've used these before. They taste delicious. All right, and now we're just going to fill them. So this is how I'm going to end the hors d'oeuvres. I'm going to start with the asparagus, then I'm going to go to the crostinis and the gorgonzola and the tomato. and then I'm gonna end with something a little bit sweet, and then we'll go on to the dinner. So I really love to present this way. It's just, it makes for an elegant presentation. I'm gonna pop these right in the cup here. Just like that. I also have peppermint leaves, so you can put a peppermint leaf in there. My peppermint happens to be very strong, so you could leave some with a peppermint leaf and some without, in case people aren't fond of peppermint. But it looks really pretty with the green in there also. Just like that. Really nice. I love fruit and cheese. It's just a great combination. Okay, and now we're gonna put some of this delicious fig jam on there. You only need a little dollop, just on the side. Just like that. I suggest that, you know, you don't dice up the pear until right before you're gonna use it. It's so quick to put this appetizer together, so I don't think it really matters that much. Isn't that pretty though? Just looks really elegant. And then I'm gonna put a couple pieces of pear, just like that. Isn't that pretty? I mean, how could you go wrong? The cups are pre-baked. Who's better than you? Is that fantastic? All right, there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Look at these, oh my goodness. Oh, that smells so good. I have this really pretty plate here, and I'm gonna plate up these asparagus. And now, see on the bottom side of the asparagus, that prosciutto gets a little bit caramelized. It's really pretty. So I usually flip it over and place it on the plate so everyone can see how pretty that is. 7 minutes at 400 is more than enough. Everything's cooked, so you don't need to cook it. We're just heating it up a little bit. Really pretty. So delicious. You want to make sure you wait just a couple of minutes because that cream cheese gets really hot. You don't want anybody burning your mouth. And don't use the white asparagus. The fibers in it are too chewy and it's very difficult to eat when you do an appetizer like this. So I suggest that you just use the green. The green is beautiful. You just got through the holidays, so the pink and the green go really nicely together. And I'm putting these all on one plate just so you can see how pretty they look. And then we're gonna have a bite of these. Very pretty. You like the hat? I had to get a little bit festive. So now be creative with these recipes. If you don't like Gorganzola, you can switch it out for cubed up mozzarella. And if you're not a big goat cheese fan, you could always put a slice of brie in there, and that will be really delicious too. So it's time to take a bite. Oh my goodness. My favorite is this asparagus. I really love it a lot. This will surely be the first thing off of your order. And last but not least, the goat cheese with the fig jam, the fresh pears, and I'm gonna have the mint leaf because I love my mint. What a way to end the hors d'oeuvres. A little zing with the goat cheese. And remember, you can use brie instead. It's really nice. Great combination. Now you can go to your salad or your dinner. I really love these hors d'oeuvres. So simple to make. It only took us a few minutes. You've got to try these. You're going to love them. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope I was able to help you out with these 3 delicious appetizers. Remember the recipes at thetravelingepicurean.com. Have a joyous 2016. We'll see you next week, okay? Ciao!